Well, good day and welcome to today's Living Word. I'm Dwayne Matz. We're continuing in the book of Isaiah, chapter 16. Going to kind of wrap it up here, beginning at verse 7. Lots of cities with funky little names that I'm sure I'm going to mispronounce, so bear with me. Let's give a listen to it. It comes from, again, Isaiah 16, beginning at verse 7. Therefore, Moab shall wail for Moab. Everyone shall wail. For the foundations of Ker Hareseth you shall mourn. Surely they are stricken. For the fields of Heshbon languish, and the vine of Sibmah. The lords of the nations have broken down its choice plants, which have reached to Jazer and wandered through the wilderness. Her branches are stretched out, they are gone over the sea. Therefore I will bewail the vine of Sibmah with the weeping of Jazer. I will drench you with my tears, O Heshbon and Elilah, for battle cries have fallen over your summer fruits and your harvest. Gladness is taken away, and joy from the plentiful field. In the vineyards there will be no singing, nor will there be shouting. No treaders will tread out wine in the presses. I have made their shouting cease. Therefore my heart shall resound like a harp for Moab, and my inner being for Kir Herez. And it shall come to pass, when it is seen that Moab is weary on the high place, that he will come to his sanctuary to pray, but he will not prevail. This is the word which the Lord has spoken concerning Moab since that time. But now the Lord has spoken, saying, within 3 years, as the years of a hired man, the glory of Moab will be despised with all that great multitude, and the remnant will be very small and feeble. That's Isaiah 16:7 to the end of the chapter. Moab shall wail, but they are not alone, and I'll get to that later. They will wail at the devastation of their proudly built cities and fortresses. They will wail at the tramping down of their fruitful vineyards and fields by the advancing enemy that God will send their way for judgment. No gladness in the land, no joy, no singing. The people will pray, but their prayers will not be heard, all because they have turned away from God and refused his gracious invitation to repent. Now, please don't miss this. Note Isaiah's reaction as a prophet of God. He weeps. That's what true prophets do. They don't gloat, they weep. That's what true pastors of God do. They weep for the lost. They weep for the effect of sin and turning away from the Lord that they see every single day in their service to the Lord. Now, I don't know if any pastors are reading this blog or listening to it at this moment, but if you are, please take this cue from Isaiah and weep for the land. Hey, I know you're busy. Sermons to prepare, visits to make, functions to officiate, but sow some tears for your flock, for the city, for your nation, for the world. There's havoc and pain at every turn, and much of it could be avoided if the people would just repent and turn to the Lord. So sow those tears and believe the promise of Psalm 126, 5 and 6 that says, those who sow in tears shall reap in joy. He who continually goes forth weeping, bearing seed for sowing, shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing his sheaves with him. What a promise. Pastor, weep for the land. I'm Dwayne Matz, and that's today's Living Word.